I'm greeting with y'all with a big smile over my face. Something like that, y'all. I hope y'all doing great. I'm doing wonderful myself today. Can't complain. Y'all, I had a cup on my desk that had like water in it. And I looked inside. Some said, girl, look inside that straw. Girl, it looked like another world inside my straw. Like, cause the straw had it like got dirt and grit in it. And I was like, oh man, that's the reason why we got that straw washer, right? Y'all, when I tell y'all, cause I'm like, why do people get sick now? I see why. So my cup is still naturally good. I'm just going to go to the store. It's a Pioneer cup. It's that mud glass one. And I'm just go buy me another one. I don't want to risk getting sick, y'all. And for some odd reason, bacteria and small. Y'all, when I looked at it, I'm like, is my eyes deceiving me? But it is. It was not deceiving me, y'all. So I'm here for a short time. I'll probably come back on here late. Probably not, y'all. When I tell y'all, sometimes you can be very exhausting in talking about the same thing. Hold on, y'all. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So, let's get into this thumbnail, y'all. I'll be 2 minutes. As I'm sitting here watching my Jazzy life, and also I did not even get a chance. Hello, Minnie. Um, I didn't really get a chance to like look at it. I didn't even see the live that she only hosted it for her paying membership. But I will say this, Jazz, it's time to reevaluate your life. And this is just in a place of, I guess I'm throwing that white flag up. Like it's done. Your whole channel have not changed. There's some people they can change, and there's sometimes you can't. A zebra can't hide their stripes so far, right? You can't make your stripes solid, okay? But at the end of the day, Jazz, it's time to let something go. If it's the mommy sector, if it's just the YouTube all in general, I wouldn't even recommend you to take down your mommy channel if you still want to do YouTube. I'll say clean house. There's this guy, and I was watching him. I was amazed because my dad watches it, and he always tell me, "Who the hell is these people you talking about? Who the hell? And that's the thing he'll tell me. And then next minute he'll text me, well, can you talk about something else? Well, I think today is like my white flag day, y'all. It is. Now I will cut up here and there if it's something kicks and giggles, but I think sometimes you just gotta shake your head and let people do them. Um, my Jazzy life has not changed, and when I seen that guy, I think his name is Steven. I think when I seen that guy Steven go back and look at my Shabby's life, I seen and that these couple of weeks, I seen my Shabby life reinvent itself. I seen the crying, the picking on, the CPS. Y'all, anybody who gets real CPS calls, it don't go that smooth. They don't text you. Y'all, I'm dead ass. They don't text you. They recommend you to come down to the station, wherever they call it. We call it stations here. Um, yeah, they don't correspond with emails as much. I don't know. Jazz is still stuck in COVID time, but they're very active. They're very on their feet. They're they're proactive. A lot of places are very 100% proactive. They don't team up with one person. That's just the kicker for me. Like they never team up with just one person. Now, if y'all do see CPS, they are typically always team. Definitely, if it's like a case or it's always a manager. Definitely, if you had open cases before. Jazz, you don't think that you wouldn't have the same person you dealt with prior to it? Now, I know people move. I know that. But you wouldn't have nobody new. You had a CPS when your kids was at school last year, you'll probably still have that same lady working with you. And you did say CPS came to the school and questioned your kids. You did say that. Now, I understand people quit. That's very understandable, but not everybody quits. That is a very much cushion job for a lot of people. They do not. When you get your foot in that door and you in that position where you want to be at, yeah, you will have you will be tied with somebody that you work with prior to it. But Jazz is really dumb. She don't know real life. What she does is her life is YouTube. Let me see, let me figure out how to do this. She scammed through information and then try to reinvent it on YouTube. Only reason why I'm giving up my white flag for this whole situation is because Jazz don't know that job is very dangerous. She don't know that they really can take your children away by acting a fool on YouTube. She don't know that because it never really happened to her. Jazz, you need to reevaluate. If that means take off your children off your channel, go ahead and do it. You can still do Day of the Life, Clean with Me's, all that great stuff, resets, without your children. If your children is the negative attraction that's causing you to lose sponsor deals, making you lose um, subscribers, because this is about to take place. Your subscribers is about to take place. Think about that. You basically came on here and say, "Well, I'm a YouTuber and my income of was it inflate go it don't stay steady." Don't you think it's time for you to get a steady paycheck? That's just me. I know YouTube might be paying the bills over there, y'all, but I need to know that hey, I can play. I have wiggle room. I have insurance. I have everything. There's nothing that comes between that. I need I need some type of funding for my children. At least to buy them a pair of black slacks and maybe 2 or 3 button-down shirts for my sons. Maybe a little dress and some shoes for my daughter, because they're in uniform job. So, but y'all get what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta say, damn, you have not changed. This man is how many years? 2 years late. He's going on 3 years. Just said he just saw My Shabby Life, and you still represent everything. Jazz is not a um. It sucks. It really does. I must say, it really sucks to be a 32-year-old woman that don't know how to cope with everyday life. It must really suck. And it's sad that people are coming on here reacting on you maybe it is a bag, it is a good topic, it is a good key, but they should not be trying to figure out if you call the medical house thing or you got a police officer. You couldn't even really describe, or you had to cut, or you had to shut down certain things. Because I know, personally, I know that whatever that person told you in that live, that's all they told you. They couldn't tell you anything, and you don't even know how to orchestrate. You don't even know how to critical think. That is the sad part about it. You don't even know how to critical think. Your thing is they YouTube did it. Somebody on YouTube. You don't even know how to critical think. That is sad. But what can I expect? You was a woman that you gave a man praise for wiping down your table and made it shiny. You the one that did that. And I'm like, who doesn't know how to make their well, y'all, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. I use Murphy oil soap on like everything that's wood or fake wood on in my house. Thanks to my mom. But yeah, I use so I know how to make that shiny. I know how to clean. But you praise that because you don't make that effort to make your house stand out. You had a man that make you basically made you fix up your house. But you've been a mother for years and you just got a decent couch set because that man started living with you because that little chair that you had was not as cozy as he wanted to be. You supposed to make your home cozy for you and your kids, not a man. That explains why you still got CPS storyline. Jazz, tomorrow's the 6th, all right? I I need to see a grocery haul. I don't mind seeing grocery hauls and laughing at that. I can't I can't enjoy CPS storylines. I can't enjoy cops calling me again or CPS sent me an email. Normally they send you if they need something, y'all, they send it in so many ways. They send it through the phone. They might send it through email. So I'm not going to sit there. But they also send it through corresponding through the mail. Um, that makes sure that their butts is covered. Okay, their butts is covered. That's the reason why they send you certain things. And my thing is this: don't talk about it. Definitely when it's about your children. Don't get on here and talk about I'm not doing this, you got this, and girl, that's the easy way to get your ass childless. And I mean all 5 children. That's an easy way of losing your kids. On another thing is, Jazz, I don't know what you did to your family. Try to try to mend that. You over there by yourself. Try to mend what took place with you and your family. I don't know, but there's a don't give a f around your family. They don't care because be honest with you, if I did something like that, CPS came to my house again. CPS came to my house again. CPS came to my house. My mom would call me and cuss my ass out. Not only because I'm saying this in front of millions of people, but she'll tell me, That's a way of not doing it. You can't tell me your mom worked for the state and she didn't tell you not once and never disclose anything about CPS to your social media. For whatever reason, they can use that against you. But I really appreciate everybody that came today. Like I said, I'm not here for a long time. I think this is my white flag to my Jazzy life and her CPS storyline. Y'all, I just can't. It's very touching to me. CPS and fake claims is very touching. Things that takes place that I know would never happen, not because of situations. I heard somebody say about the little boy in Florida. They kept coming and they didn't see anything wrong, and suddenly it was wrong. Um, I seen this. You see the case that disclosed about Shania Davis in North Carolina. We see we. I don't know if y'all remember this mom that lost her boyfriend and she decided to pack her kids up in New York, I think, and she drove off the bridge for a man because he didn't want her no more. These moms are, and these people that's taking care of kids, they don't need to, they need help. So CPS, if there's somebody they're there to help people that's going through crisis and they don't know how to cope. But Jazz, she's using this as a money grab. Doesn't come to your house just for kicks and giggles because of YouTube says so. You They gotta have hardcore evidence, like real talk, hardcore evidence. And if Shabby Life didn't have them knocking at the door, y'all, I don't know what to say. Hell, son, that just, you know how many people lose their kids. Doctors doctors really tell CPS, hey, this mom is seeing me and seeing this doctor because she might really feel like something's wrong with her child and he's not doing it. So they call CPS on her. Yes, doctors can do that. And they take the child out of the home. They do it. So Jazz, learn life. Don't look it up. Don't look at documentaries. Don't come on here because you're basically saying, I don't know if y'all seen that YouTube video about that mom. Now we're not getting into the depth of the psychological things that may take place on this little girl right now today, but y'all did, I don't know, some things that she was saying, it looked like she mimicked it off of that documentary with the CPS and the CPS, demanding to see doctor records of like all their previous shit and stuff like that. When she said that, I was like, they don't need to ask you. CPS and definitely kids have Medicaid, y'all, and I'm assuming that she does get Medicaid, y'all. She's not paying insurance out of her pocket because y'all, I'm being dead ass. If you pay insurance, you're using that shit. I'm sorry. Her kids don't go to the doctor that much, and she home running them too much for me. So, and either way, even if she doesn't or she does, um, there's some things that the the courts have to release to the doctors, and it don't even have to be what they They just need to release dates. That's enough. They don't have to go into the notes or anything like that unless it's a red flag that's in the system. Like, for example, if my son comes to the doctor, never got checked, never got a warning, never got anything, any documentation from the hospital or anything, that his arm is broke, that'll be a red flag in some cases. Like they might ask you and they suck, oh, well, where's he getting checked out and stuff like that. That can be very alarming and they can put a red flag on it. If your child is like 12 years old, weighing 42 pounds, that definitely will be a fucking red flag. Now, I'm not saying her kids are dead, y'all. Not saying that. But I'm just saying, like, that's the little tabs that, will be available for the public. Okay, definitely if it's the CPS, a police officer, that's the red flags that they don't need. So why would they call you? And they can go to your children's doctors and get that. And that's a lot of stuff that just alarm me about Jazz. Like Jazz, she don't take her kids to a doctor across the world. I mean, it looked like wherever they go, it looked like it's typically at a department. Department. What is that? What's the clinic? What's that? What's that? Oh, it's a clinic. I forgot what it was. Health department. Yeah, health department. So it typically looked like she takes them there. Okay. Because whenever they in there, I don't never see the rooms like my kids, my son. They got like paintings and pictures and dogs. Not every doctor's, I understand, but it's giving a touch of childlike. You know what I'm saying? So I never seen those pictures. It just looked like a basic clinic. Nothing special. See, my thing is the danger of copying other YouTubers is that you don't even know if it's accurate. So they might be telling you something and they don't think people know. That's the worst part about it. And I'm like, girl, you got 5,000 people watching you. At a time, and that's just real talk. You got people that don't know. So when certain things take place, they're going to be lost. I thought that was a part of, YouTube, you know? It's like at least be a little bit honest. But you know what? And I'm done with this. But I just noticed like in life, no matter how old you think somebody should be, they don't always tell the truth. And y'all, I think I had a bad when I realized it wasn't worth lying, because I think a lot of us we used to lie for no reason just because we thought we can get away with it. Then when you get older and stuff like that, then one day you like, what's the point of lying? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of lying? I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk to him. Or, that, it saved me a lot of unnecessary remembering. So now if I find y'all, when you date somebody that really don't need to lie, he can just be honest, even though if it might hurt or it might not be what you want to hear. I appreciate him 20 times better versus somebody who will just lie to me just because it sound right or it is right. So yeah, I never understood that. Now as I'm older, I'm like, when do you stop lying? And y'all, that's one of my biggest pet peeves with my children. Like, yeah, that's one of my biggest things I can't stand. I know I'll probably be so hard on them, but I just feel like the better you understand you don't have to lie about this situation, the better you will adapt to whatever comes your way. Um, so now I like the my daughter and my son, they like my son, I might have to ask him twice, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. But he's not. But I just don't want him to think this is a okay habit. I don't want my daughter to think this is I always tell my daughter, that is so unattractive. Then that would make you so unmateable when you lie. And I tell my son that too. And y'all be like, girl, what you say? Well, at least I ain't telling him the other thing. I'm just making sure they understand. Nobody don't want to be with you if you're lying. And Jazz, I know I tell y'all, but this is kicks and giggles right now. I got a couple more minutes. I can kick and giggle. Jazz, do something about yourself when you get on this camera. You let the world know that you are manless. That's all you did. With these videos and these dry begging, you just let the world know that you are manless. One thing you're supposed to do, even if you're manly, is take care of yourself. Make sure you look presentable. Make sure that whatever you do, it doesn't matter if a man haven't catcalled you in 20 years. You better look like somebody. You better make sure that the next person that thinks about catcalling you rethinks his life. That's your goal. Don't come on here with these half-ass storylines. Like I said, guys, I'm looking forward tomorrow or Saturday or whatever day you drop it, because I know that we got hips to your haul days only. Um, Make sure that you put out a good shot with me. Buy something that don't buy no sushi, don't buy no dumplings, don't buy none of that. Buy, I don't know, buy a what's something? Somebody, I don't know. Go to the fish area, make the kids some fresh fish and some potatoes and onions. All right, fried fish, potatoes and onions. Your kids will love it. Um, Maybe some green beans with maybe some peas and carrots. That would be good. I would say broccoli, but they eat broccoli a lot. And I would say greens. I don't eat glory greens, but that might be good. Maybe whip up some cornbread. So, but it's food stamp day. Make that memorable. If you don't do something, say, "Ooh, my kids like to come home to a cook hot meal." Bam, have the cornbread hot and ready when they walk through the door. All they gotta do is wash their hands, sit down, eat, so they can get in the bath, and then do I don't know, get ready for the fall. I'd rather see those videos, Jazz, versus you sitting begging about a camera or a CPS. Girl, yeah, just do something. Rethink your channel. Just rethink it. At this time, just rethink it. But y'all, I have to go. And hopefully I want to do something because I have to drop something and I am very petrified and scared, but it is what it is. Y'all, I've been talking about this for a very long time. Now it's like close to the due date that I'm about to drop this amazing whatever it is. It might be a flop, but it'll be a flop that I did on my own. You know what I'm saying? Um, so sometimes you can be very scared, very petrified, and nobody might like it, and nobody might not see it, but it's something that I wanted to do. So it might be a flop. It might be great. But at the end of the day, I done it. I took time and did it, and I'm working on it and learning the craft. Y'all, I don't know who told me to do this, but I am doing it. So y'all, if y'all in a good mood tonight, just give me some thumbs up. And if you're having a bad day, just remember that somebody's grandmother was on Uncle Luke's video, Pop That Pussy. Okay? It was coochie, but they listened to it in the music videos with Pop That Coochie. Okay? Somebody's grandmother pop that coochie for Uncle Luke. Okay? Just remember that. So your day is not that bad. Okay? Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.